Hello, online crew. I hope you're doing really well today. We're going to talk about Instagram today. So I'm going to share with you a number of Instagram changes. Some of these I have alerted to you late last year, so I have mentioned them before, but there is some brand new stuff as well. So I'm going to sort of wrap it all up and give you a bit of a summary. I can't necessarily guarantee that you've heard changes that I've spoken about before, so I'll give you a bit of a rundown. There's quite a few of them, but there's a really cool new one that's coming if you haven't got it already. So that'll be really interesting for you to hear. So how are you? I hope you're having a great day wherever you are around the world. I hope my fellow Aussies had an amazing, awesome Australia Day yesterday. We went to the river jet skiing all day with some friends and had a fabulous day. So if we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain, and I am here for our online crew community here to share, which is entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, those in network marketing, all of the above. And we talk about modern social media strategies to build your business online and attract more people to you. And it's just so much nicer to build our business in a way where people are curious about what you're doing and reach out to you than you having to go and chase a lot of people. So we do have the ability to do that through social media. But the one thing I'm very strong and passionate about is that we are a human before we are a marketer. So we do really want to make sure that we're being a human being and very personable and build relationships before we even think about the sale. Okay, so that's what I'm all about here. So if you're joining me live or catching the replay, please say hello. Let me know where you're coming in from. I always love to know what parts of the globe, that we're reaching. Now, before I go into these Instagram changes, just a couple of things. We had an amazing conversation on Clubhouse yesterday. So the replay is up of that. You can either just go into Clubhouse, follow my profile, and it'll be sitting there. Or we put up the replay on my page, in my free social media group, in quite a few places. It might have already been emailed out to you. Make sure you listen to that. If you're still a little bit confused about personal branding, we had an amazing conversation. Those of you in my online coaching community, we have our January live Zoom calls today. So those of you in US and Canada type time zones, those, Pacific, Eastern, Central, Mountain, all of that, we're meeting in just under 30 minutes. So hopefully I'll see you guys in Zoom in a minute. Those of you that joined my branding course, I just put a video in the branding group just before this video, so make sure you catch the recording of that one. And lastly, video challenges. Those that joined the last round, registered for the last round of the video challenge, I am announcing the top 15 tomorrow. Everybody that registered for the challenge is getting a freebie, even if you didn't finish. So make sure if you were registered for our last video challenge that you do join me tomorrow, because I'm giving stuff away and I'm also giving you bonuses as well. So heads up, tag people in this video that you did the video challenge with for video challenges, so you don't miss that video tomorrow. And it's just great for everyone to support those that were in the video challenge if you can show up tomorrow as well. So who have we got live? Hello, Beth. How are you? Great to see you here. Beth is one of our VIPs. So if you're not familiar with our emojis here, the palm tree is our community, because I want to be able to build my businesses on the beach from anywhere, as long as I've got an internet connection. And you want to build a business that you love, that you don't need a holiday from. That's what our goal is, obviously. The fish is for those in my free social media group. The cruise ship there is for those in my online crew coaching community. One day, guys. One day, when it's safe and we can do it, we will meet up on a cruise ship and have some margaritas together, or your poison of choice. The anchor means that it's a life member of the coaching community, and the wave means she's in my VIP group. So thank you for that, Beth. Hello, Yvette. How are you? We've got Dan. We've got Celeste. Awesome. So let's get into, we got Tonya as well. Great to see you from Mo in the States. So being ignorant Aussie, what does MO mean? That must stand for something. That means something to you, but I'm not familiar with it, so let me know. So let me run through these Instagram changes. There's quite a few of them, so I've got them written down. So I'm just going to run sort of through them all. Okay. So if you, and for those of you building on social media, if you're not really on Instagram and you're thinking, should I be? Shouldn't I be on Instagram? If you've got the time for it, and you can learn to repurpose some of your content, I would recommend that you also build on Instagram as well as Facebook. If you don't have the time for it, you don't have the inclination for it, you don't understand it, you don't, it's just not your thing, don't worry about it. But if you can, it's actually one of the things that I look back and it's like, oh, I wish I'd actually repurposed some of my content on Instagram like years ago. I'd have a much bigger following than I have now. So I've got a little bit of regret when it comes to Instagram with not concentrating it earlier than last year, basically. So it's just something to think about. You don't want to be in all places, at once on social media, because you don't want to be doing a lot of things not very well. You want to be being on one platform really, really well, or a couple of platforms really, really well. But when you can learn to utilize your content in multiple platforms, it is a good thing to do. Okay, so just something to think about. Okay, so changes to Instagram. Some of these you may have heard of before, and there is one in particular I'm going to mention today that is brand new and you may not even have it yet. Okay, so one of the things is live videos. I'm live here on Instagram, so hello Instagram people up here, is that you can schedule and practice lives. So scheduling is great. I do it on all my Facebook lives. I schedule in advance. It lets people know when you're going live. So it's a really good feature to utilize. So that's now on Instagram, and it allows you to actually practice going live as well. So that's a good thing. You may be aware, if you're an Instagram user, that the Instagram TV is no longer. So they ditched Instagram TV and just merged all video into one sort of symbol and one sort of feed for video. So Instagram TV doesn't exist anymore, hasn't for a few months, okay? Late last year, we did get a recommendation from the creator of Instagram to only use 3 to 5 hashtags. Now, we've heard that before, and there are other gurus that come out and go, well, that's not relevant, use all of them. I mix it up. So I use a lot, then I use a little, then I use a lot. So you just got to test what works for you. But there was a suggestion late last year to only use 3 to 5 sort of hashtags. So if that's all you use, that's not wrong, obviously. Okay. Story links available to everyone, what that means. And I hope you're using this feature for those of you that are on Instagram. So you can do a story on Instagram and then go to your stickers, pick up the link feature, put it on your story and link to something else. So those of you with a Facebook group or a website or a landing page of some sort, or like a call to action of some sort, you could even link your messenger, although they can direct message you in Instagram, but Facebook Messenger, like if you wanted to. So it allows you to take people where you want them to go through this link feature. And that was only ever available to people that had over 10,000 followers. And now they've opened up to everyone. So that's really, really cool. Great feature for those of you that don't have 10,000 followers on Instagram. Okay. Sharing Instagram Reels to Facebook. I still don't have Facebook Reels. I don't know whether that's just an Australian thing. They're keeping the Aussies out of the Facebook Reels market, but I still don't have Facebook Reels, which is a bit disappointing, but it is what it is. But you can share your Instagram Reels to Facebook Reels, which is just, this is multi-purposing your content. When it comes to that though, if you have 100% of the same content on one platform to the other, people will stop looking at one of them. So I don't necessarily recommend, just because you can repurpose from one to the other, that you do that 100% of the time, because then people will stop looking on one of those platforms. So you want to mix it up a little bit, okay? Instagram, I don't know if any of you have seen this. Let me know in the comments if you have. This is more of a personal thing for you, but Instagram is giving users free credit to go shopping on Instagram. Have any of you seen that? So they'll give you, it'll pop up saying that you're given free credit on Instagram. You can go shopping for things on Instagram, and you'll be able to utilize that credit. Also on personal accounts, if you've got one, if you got, they've got wording at the top of your profile that says that. So some people have this, that you get 20% off anything you buy on Instagram, or free shipping, or free shipping. So they're really moving Instagram So watch this space. They're really moving Instagram from what has been commonly known for years and years and years as a photo sharing app, which is no longer, obviously, into a shopping platform. And they're doing things and giving people incentives to actually do their shopping on Instagram. So, the platform's changing. What else? So I mentioned these ones late last year. Those of you that are doing reels, you can reply to comments actually with a reel. A bit of effort to go to be able to do that. But if somebody asked a question and you've got a reel that you've already addressed that, you could put that as the reply. Okay. So it's just another feature that you could utilize if you're a big reels user. But a good one for reels is the introduction of text to speech. So you might have text on your reel and you can use the feature of speech. So you can actually put a voiceover to what you've typed. You don't have to say it yourself if you don't like the sound of your own voice, or, text to what you say and, voice to your text. So both options there. So there's many more options coming about. A lot of them are following TikTok. Any of you that are TikTok users, a lot of the features that TikTok has, Instagram introduces, many months later. But that's pretty cool on Reels. If you've got text, you can choose the voiceover and it can actually say what you've written, or you're actually speaking in a reel and you can actually get it to do text to what you're saying. So both ways, okay? Now, here's the biggest update, which is new, which is rolling out in the first, sorry, just dropped my notes there, in the first quarter of 2022. So you may or may not have this yet, but when you see it, you'll if you're listening to this video, you'll know what it is. Instagram is reintroducing the I can't say it, chronological order of your news feed, which it had. If you've been on Instagram for a long time, you would know that. They ditched it in 2016 to bring in an algorithm newsfeed, which is what we've all got. So what you see in your Instagram is driven by an algorithm. What's coming, if you don't have it yet, as I said, it's rolling out in the first quarter of 2022, is you're going to be able to choose what you see on Instagram. And they're bringing back the option for chronological order of the news feed. So you're going to have 3 choices. And what you're going to see, you'll know when you have it because it'll appear on the top left of your Instagram. It'll say home. And you can pull down the option from home. And it's going to give you 3 options which say, I've written it down, home, following, or favorites. And you can choose what kind of news feed you want for your Instagram. So home will be status quo. That is what it will be default to. A home news feed is the algorithm sending you content that they think you want to see because of your behavior. That's what you've got now. And if you stay on the home option, that's what you will continue to see. Okay. But there will be 2 further options when you get this feature that you will be able to choose to control what you see in your news feed. So home is the first one, status quo. You don't need to change it if you want to stay with the algorithm feed. Okay. The second option will be following, which is chronological order that used to be prior to 2016 and everybody loved. And they've had apparently many complaints and feedback and requests to bring back that type of newsfeed, and you will have a choice to choose to that newsfeed. So what does that mean? It means the people that you are following, you will see in time, like when at the time that they post, you'll see it in their feed, but only from the people that you're following. So you will have a lot more targeted, I guess, information in your newsfeed from the people that you follow, and when they post, you'll see it in your newsfeed. Okay, so it enables you to see more content from the people that you follow. The third option that you'll be able to choose for your Instagram feed is called favorites. Now, we actually have this on Facebook. Some of you may use it or not, but you can actually choose on Facebook up to 30 pages or people that you want to see content on, and it's also referred to as see first. If any of you use that, when you go to somebody's Facebook page and you want to see them first, you want to see their information first, so you can actually control what you see in your newsfeed. So they're bringing in this favorites option on Instagram as well, where you will be able to choose your favorite people that you follow, and you will see that in your newsfeed first. So the three options are that you can keep it status quo, that you will, just rely on the algorithm for you to see what you see on Instagram. 2, you can change it to following, which then you will see in chronological order the people that you follow. As they post, you'll see their content. So it can be more targeted information in your newsfeed, or even more targeted can be the following option, where they haven't actually specifically said, but I've seen something written that said that they will probably bring maybe up to about 30 people that you can choose. And then your newsfeed will be filled with those people because you want to see that first. Okay. So this is a big one from Instagram. They've listened, they've learned, they've, taken on board what their followers have complained about, and they're bringing that back from what they had years ago, because everyone from business owners to consumers, so just somebody consuming content versus somebody creating content, the chronological order is a much better way for you to get organic, results for your business. So this is a really good thing for you. So you might want to have a look at that. When you get that option, you'll see a little drop down tab on your Instagram that says home. What was the other one? Home, following, and favorites. Okay, so you might not have that yet, but have a look out for it. Okay, so there you have it. There's the latest sort of updates on Instagram. Just as always, when I do these videos regarding updates, if there's a new feature on any of the platforms, whether that be Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever, if there's something that you can utilize it, because they're always going to favor their new features. They want people to use them, like the link feature in your Instagram stories. You do use that. Use that to your advantage. If you've got another page, or you've got a group, or you've got a landing page URL, or you've got a website or something like that, you can send people to where you want them to go. That's an amazing feature that only people with 10,000 followers or more had last year, and then they opened it up for all of you. So listen and learn from these kind of updates, and definitely look out for the new one if you don't have it yet, to be in control of what you see in your newsfeed in Instagram. So whether you want to leave it up to the algorithm, you want to see more content of the people that you're following, or you want to get really laser targeted and just, choose some people that you want to see their content first, then you're going to have the option to do that. So they're really getting in tune with what the user wants, and having a great consumer experience. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Keep an eye out for those features. If you don't have them already, then hopefully that you will have them soon. Now, remember, in 10 minutes time, online crew coaching community members, those of you that are awake, which is not my UK people, but the UK people, I will see you your tomorrow morning, my tonight. I'm doing both calls today and tonight. So jump on Zoom with me, ask me any questions about your business, what you're struggling with. That's what those Zoom calls are for. And don't forget to turn up live with me tomorrow, where I'm going to announce the top 15 of our recent video challenge. Okay, so I will see you soon somewhere. Bye, guys.